like a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now a handoff for Drake. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll get 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That's good for a Texans.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Ball carrier.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
A 4-yard gain.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run with Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return comes Cobb. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
9-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. And the throw there gonna be incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for Will Fuller.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
1st down, Jets.
We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 8 catches, 69 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that...
Now Drake loses the football.
Kenyon Drake on the carry. Fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Now he's forced out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
on 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Drake, the ball carrier. Bernard Drake McKinney on the tackle. No gain on the play. And
on 3rd down. Drake, and he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
On first down, Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Kenyon Drake.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's the ex-Florida Gator, Lamichael Pirine. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Quick throw here to Hilton.
The pass.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Gain of a yard. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And Adam Gase having a belief in his guys. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Willie Snead, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10.
Houston set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Leonard Ford.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Texans nothing.
Second and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
Watson's pass complete.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Watson. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Fournette, a first down carry. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3-yard line.
A quick throw here out to Cobb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Watson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Jets set to take the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
This pass into the arms of Snead, and he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, Drake. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, it's Drake. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard.
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Leonard Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely, because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And it's caught. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and
to the air yet again, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. He's at the 40. The 20, and he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there on the catch and run, 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
On second down now, it's Drake. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
25-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Texans 7.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
Leonard Fournette.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position now more than ever is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fournette. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
9 yards.
Operating from the gun. Watson. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down, New York.
He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard.
Darquez Dennard. The first down pass.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. But a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin with, let's call it a testy-est rivalry in the NFL today. Cincinnati playing host to Pittsburgh in the AFC North, and they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. A touchdown run for James Conner. From there, we head to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. Nick Foles with a couple of touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 27.
To throw again on second down. Watson. They'll find Everett there, complete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big time fumble. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Is good.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now.
Fournette on the carry.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
On the carry.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Brought in left side by Snead. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
New York.
And he will find his man on the outside.
The pass.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
At the 31-yard
People
line.
worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll go down at the 28.
The pass. Complete to Kenyon Drake.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Now back to throw. And he's got Snead. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Running, it's Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Rosa's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point.
Texans 21, Jets 20.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So here are the Texans to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of
No
scrimmage.
gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.